Warning, the following broadcast contains strong opinions, playful antics, and controversial topics causing off-the-rails fun. Chances for being offended are higher than average for sensitive people. Viewer discretion is not advised. Live a little and have some fun.
Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Coach's Box. We're live here at Herculaneum La Pachanga.
Aww. Hey, it's a day that ends in Y. Of course he's not going to be here.
He's doing stuff, taking his family places.
Doing family stuff.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Come on, man.
Oh, gosh. The whole show is going to be about family now.
I
guess I don't care. I don't,
Well, this is a family show.
sorry, I don't care about my family, so I'm here.
Did you hear me?
You do care
This
about
is a
your
family show, a dysfunctional family show,
this
but a
is
family
one
show.
dysfunctional family right here.
Well, hey, before we get going into
Who
this,
should I draft next? Am I seeing
We knew this was
give a
going to happen.
damn.
Just mute his mic. Mute his mic.
jeez. Hey,
Hey, Jarvis's draft by the Coach's Box.
Oh,
Everybody
Lord.
comment, and then that's how he has to draft.
somebody just say what they think Jarvis should draft the next player. Who's available, Jason? Who's the next best available?
I already
Mike
picked somebody.
Allstott?
Oh.
Is he still around?
Michael, stop.
Work done. All right. Hey, and just so everybody is clear, guess what? It is football season. We've already had 1 week of football games. But you know what's happening tomorrow? We've got a Between the Lines Friday Night Football broadcast. We are going to be broadcasting. Of course, we're going to broadcast St. Pius. It's just so much convenience to move equipment around. Sorry. But we're going to be broadcasting the Bishop DeBerg St. Pius game presented by Off the Rails Media. And you can catch that on the Coach's Box YouTube channel. We're going to put it on there. And we'll link it to Facebook so that way you guys can go. We appreciate you guys going to YouTube and watching.
Imagine that
hold on,
Pius game.
Chris, I have a
so
question, though.
surprised.
Chris, I have a question, though.
Yeah, what's up?
Is there a paywall involved?
You know what? Actually, Zach, I wanted to make this very clear. When you go to YouTube, there might be some ads that pop up. Just go ahead and just skip through those. But you know what? You will not be paying a damn dime to watch this game. All you have to do is say skip ahead, skip the ad, whatever.
Now I really see how it is. So it's a Pius game, so it's free for everybody. If this was a game I was coaching, it'd be like he'd be charging money or something.
That's other
$20, right?
Jason, that's other streaming services that do
no.
that. We don't do
Jarvis,
that.
we never
$20 and a milkshake.
That was previous producer. Oh,
Yeah,
my bad.
that's true. Yeah.
Speaking of $20 and a milkshake, I see Jim Powers is watching. Can you believe that? Yeah. He had the nerve to ask me to buy him a milkshake when I walked down the street to go eat during the break of the volleyball tournament.
On Saturday, he did?
Yes.
He didn't give you a $20 bill and say, here, go buy yourself an ice cream?
He still has not paid me. He's up there making all that private school money.
He's got another job now, so he has all kinds of money. He's now the tech coordinator, I believe, too, at Rosati.
It's all right. I had to explain to my wife that we couldn't go out to eat. We couldn't go out to eat because I had to buy.
We got to have this porridge.
I used my last $20 to buy my meal and a shake.
Now he's up to 40. What's the interest rate on $40 at?
Well, that shake was $6, so
man.
he is at $26 with interest so far. I'd say he's about 30.
That's been about a month and a half. 6 weeks,
Oh,
probably.
easy.
Well, gosh, he hasn't been on the show in a month and a half at least.
So
Listen,
maybe 8 weeks.
The question is will Jim pay off his debts before the U.S. government pays off theirs?
Wow.
That's
he says,
a
wow.
great question.
I'm starting to think that Jim Powers is a government employee.
It's a private school. It's a separation of church and state. I don't think that's possible.
Yikes.
He's Secretary of Commerce.
Yeah.
Well,
Yikes.
Blair's Secretary of Geography. Man, we could have a whole cabinet here. A whole cabinet of people here. But anyway, yeah, we're going to be broadcast. It's at St. Pius. You got a problem with that? We could do it at your place.
I didn't have a problem with it. I think we might have someone doing our game. I don't know.
Okay. Wait, do you have to pay anything?
I don't know. I watch
You should be
Halley.
coaching. Hey, hold on. Are you going to be out? Are you going to be in the same spot a couple years ago when we did the Herky game? Are you still up in the booth? Are you still in the same spot?
Yes.
I'm just going to say this. It's not OSHA approved.
Oh, you're talking about over the fence? I probably won't be over that spot.
Okay.
I'm watching my P's and Q's.
Oh, man.
P's and Q's. You don't want to fall off there because you dotted your I.
Because there wouldn't be any P's and Q's.
And lowercase j.
Are you trying to say my luck of getting injured?
Well, I mean, Jason, the fact that how many feet have you
would
injured
not
in the
be
last
good.
3 years?
Well, I did get a cortisone shot today in my shoulder, so
Feel good.
Okay.
Feeling mighty, mighty hurt.
I guess it's an insurance thing. Now you got to go to physical therapy. Then you got to say, "Oh, it still hurts.
Workman's
it's
comp
still
over
hurting."
here.
Then they give me the cortisone shot. And then when it still hurts, then they may finally give me an MRI.
They just want you to die so that way they don't have to pay it off.
Did you see what Jim Powers just
That's
said?
the goal.
Jarvis is my hero.
Yeah, you're dang right. I'm a hero.
No,
The
Jim.
guy,
No, Jim.
the guy
No.
was up there slaving away at that tournament. How my daughter doesn't even... I felt like it was Blair running it because my daughter didn't make the tournament team. I said, my God, Powers. And so, he's up there slaving away, and I felt bad for him, so I brought him a shake. He looked parched. All the workout videos I've been seeing, he looked like he needed a shake.
At 5:30 in the morning.
Physical.
I was like, I was
I
not...
just want to know, is the sweating to the oldies? Is that what?
How old, Buddy Halley?
Oh,
He's a little seasoned fella.
man, they're saying you seasoned.
Seasoned. Yeah,
Man,
Sorry.
it's getting heated.
I would say so.
No, I think it's getting deep.
Yeah, that's true. Well, wait, that's almost like what this show is. I mean, we just get deep
that's right.
into.
The rails.
That's right.
Yeah, if you're going to do a show, Deep Thoughts with Riley Blair.
I don't know, man. The Jack Handy ones were the best,
Oh,
especially when he said that. Especially when he told his kid that Disney World burned down.
Oh, yeah.
It's the greatest. I laugh so hard even when I hear that one again. They're great. Go Google those. All right, so Zach, what is on the agenda for tonight?
There's an agenda?
That's what I was wondering. Is there an agenda?
I didn't see an agenda.
Nobody's
either.
studying for the test. Well, hey,
No.
guys, that's been a great show.
It's like I'm a 10th grader again,
Let's run the commercials. And
as Kevin would say.
Pay the bills and see
Was
you
that your
later.
first time, or was
ya.
that your third time being a 10th
Oh,
grader?
I probably just
don't know.
missed a draft pick. Oh, crap.
it auto-drafted.
That's all right. I'll probably do better than I will.
You drafted a punter.
Let's see what it did for me.
Oh, gosh. And while we're waiting in
he's doing
suspense,
that,
let's get going on the
let's
actual
talk about
thing.
some week one highlights. Again, Chris, you alluded to the fact that fall sports season has arrived, and
Yay.
we had a kickoff last week here locally. Hey, there was some big wins this year. Some first going in over a decade. I think it's the first time that I think maybe I heard something like 10 of our local county schools won in the same week. I think that's the first time that's happened in a while. Some big time games. Able to
Getting
watch.
depressed already.
Able to watch on if we're going to talk about the Streamline app, you're able to watch a cornucopia of games, if you will. And anyway, it's just an option there for you. But
And I know that there was a streak that was snapped of 11 years. Looks like
At least.
11 years since a Jefferson County team has beaten Valley. This was the first time a Jefferson County school has beaten Valley Catholic. The last school to do that was Herculaneum in 2012.
2012.
It's been a minute.
2012 was when the last Jefferson County school
That
was.
was my last year at Crystal.
Hey, and even better, we've got two, not one, but two ranked schools
Yes.
in Jefferson County
Yes.
right now.
Yes, we sure do.
Do you know which ones they are, Jason?
I do.
Well, I'm guessing
gonna
one must
assume-
be Pius.
I'm going to say one's
no.
Hillsboro.
Hillsboro
And then the
Festus.
and Festus. Both.
Wow, and they
Ranked
even
in the
played.
top
Yeah,
10.
they do.
I didn't know they came out yet.
3 and 5.
Well, you know what? If you'd have watched On the Move at the Caravan Sports Preview Show today with Jim Powers.
I watched a little bit.
And you would have known what the rankings were, and you could have seen all that.
Can I go back? Can I go back and watch that?
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
You know how
For
much
free?
it costs?
What time did that come on?
$0.
2 o'clock. Whenever
2.
Jim told us to put it on.
Came on.
Whenever he hit the
2
red button is when it came on.
2 o'clock.
I said, we're going to run this at 3, right? He goes, 2.
2. Well, I was working at 2. Sorry.
Well, you can go
busy.
back and watch it.
Okay.
I'm sure
free.
you were in there molding the minds.
It was test
Multitasking.
day. Test day today.
He does mold the
Man,
minds.
that's quick. Test day already.
Hey, we value academics, okay?
Oh, wait, it's my turn. Never
yeah.
mind.
We'll just do fantasy football.
They've been on
picks.
it. They've been at school a little longer than.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
We don't have to
Okay.
worry about public school rules where we, have to start 7th week of
Hey,
August.
I still say start after Labor Day
I would
and
love
stop right before Memorial Day or whatever.
Memorial Day.
I
Whatever
agree.
it
I mean,
is.
I think that would be a
Arbor
great
Day.
idea. I think it's a smart thinking.
Start after. I mean, Michigan does it. The state of Michigan does it, but because
It's
they're
cold there.
Not during Labor Day. That's
Right.
the whole point. So they get all that.
Do they wear
tourism.
white after Labor Day?
I don't know.
What about when it snows?
I bet Ohio State does.
Yeah, they probably do.
B. Ohio State.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't encourage.
I gotta give a little
sorry.
bit of.
Please stop.
Okay, now you.
Gotta give a little bit of love to Jim
know.
Powers.
No, you don't.
He's upset.
No, who gives
He's
a damn
upset.
about Ohio State?
He is upset because of what Jim said about me.
Yeah, I know, right? Forget him. What the heck's his problem?
Poor Riley. Oh.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
So let's talk about some high school football scores from last week.
But,
What do you think
man,
will be the
I'm trying to make
biggest
my
shock? The biggest shock of the week.
I mean,
what
the
do you
fact
think?
that Seckman jumped out on Valley and
21 nothing at half. Is that what it was?
I think so. Anyway, they didn't. Valley didn't have a touchdown until after halftime, and like Jim and I had talked about on the show, nobody watched. If there had been maybe 8 more minutes of that game, it might have been a little bit different.
It's
But
34-21, and they all and Valley scored all 21 of their points in the fourth quarter.
yeah,
Okay, but was that mop up time?
Cody Schrader
I don't
just
think
scored
so.
for Mizzou.
and that's the thing too is you can't count out Valley, and they're also not Class 3; they're Class 2.
Correct.
Along with St. Pius. Oof.
And the other thing is Festus has got to make the trek down to Valley this week, and so can you
know.
imagine what Valley's got? Festus, and then they had Seckman last week. I mean,
and you can-
Festus by 14.
And you get to watch that one on Streamline Sports, by the way.
really?
I just got a message a while ago that they're gonna do the game.
How about
Festus
that?
by 14.
And that is going to be, wait for it, I'll
That's
tell
my
you.
guess.
free.
Greg Allen and Mike Reeves will be calling it.
They are awesome.
They
are
two good
Who's
guys.
calling
right
the
there.
Pius game? Or are you guys just streaming it? Oh,
It'll be Zach McVey and our very own St. Pius the
Senior.
10th senior Will Becker.
Yep.
And he is
Awesome.
wanting to get into broadcasting and do stuff like this. And
He's done some games last year,
Yeah.
basketball and whatnot. Him and another now fellow senior, they've done an excellent job. So I'm
Remember
excited.
that time I called a timeout and Patrick hit that 3? And I called the timeout too soon. I don't remember that. Okay, never
all
mind.
I remember is
They
the
were
score.
calling
We
that
won
one.
by 2. That's
I
what I
wasn't
remember.
talking about that one.
Oh, my bad. That's all I remember.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Well, I didn't
See how
say
it is
this
now.
year, buddy. I
See
just
how
said
it is
last
now.
year.
All right.
Hey, kudos to Coach Schmidt over there at DeSoto.
Wings were good.
First game as a Dragon, and was able to knock
this
off
guy.
the Berg in overtime.
How about, did your boy get to play any?
Yes,
or?
he did. He started at linebacker and played really well.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
And you got to go watch it, didn't you?
Well, I was watching it from afar. Yes, I was watching it. Yes, but I was there.
Well, he must get his athletic skill. The
Not
other
for me.
side.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I wouldn't say that to
Man,
you.
that's rough.
That's okay. I've literally told every person I think I know, like Kobe Klaus, like told Jim. I said, "Man, I'll tell you what, your kid must get his athleticism from the other genetic pool that he comes out of."
Mama.
I think I've told Zach the same thing about his son and his cross country running.
Yeah.
Zach's not much of a cross country runner, I don't think.
No.
His
No,
son
I
is.
mean, he is. I mean, he's got the build.
No, he's got a
Hey.
baseball build.
Yeah. No, not anymore. Now it's,
Kyle
now it's
Schwarber, I mean,
softball. Hey, now it's softball. Slow pitch softball build
Jared
now.
Lorenzen.
Oh,
Who was that? Was that the Q? Was that the QB? Was that the Kentucky QB?
The QB for Kentucky.
Yeah.
Did you see him playing in the?
Didn't he die?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
No, we're not talking about
Dwayne Haskins?
Wow.
By the way, that got settled.
Yes, it did.
And all the stuff that Jason's just like, well, you shouldn't be out after midnight. Dude was drugged
Literally.
and robbed and everything else.
I kind of feel bad now.
Well,
Okay, I'm over it. Now,
put yourself in bad positions. I don't know what to tell you.
So let's talk a little bit more about high school football.
I've got the scores here. We'll go through the.
let's go. Go through the scores.
Yeah,
Let's
go.
go.
Yeah, let's go through them.
Our 7 flips the script from last year against Fredericktown. They win 28-6.
Yeah.
I think much improved play for Coach Atley's group, trying to find some answers. I think they do have 2 of the most dynamic receivers in the conference play. But they, we'll move and talk about them later on. Farmington, again, flips the script against North County. They won 28-8. That's always an interesting week 1 because you talk about a hated rivalry between those 2 schools. Jam-packed. Oh, man. Okay, quick story. When I was teaching there, I asked it was when South Iron girls, I think, beat a team 118-8. And I asked the kids, I said, if you were on that team that lost 118-8 or whatever it was, how would you feel? And they were like, I don't even know if I'd want to play basketball again.
Ouch.
I'm asking all these players. They're like, these are teenagers. And they're like, that's absolutely idiotic. That's asinine and all that stuff.
But not if they played Farmington.
Then they said, except if we played Farmington, then I'd be okay with it.
Dude, so when I did my 1 year at Farmington, and we played at North County, and they were chanting stuff at Coach Tebow, the North County fans, and it wasn't very nice.
No.
And I was warned before.
Imagine that.
And I'm like, this atmosphere is absolutely insane.
It's
it was
great.
awesome.
The pageantry down there, again, they do it right down in North County. All right, here's what I say, and you said they're now state ranked. I think justifiably so after Washington. Festus just put a whooping on St. John 38-7. Guys, I know you're coaching on Friday nights. Maybe you get a Saturday game and you get to go watch them on Friday. They are worth the price of admission.
Well, watching Hayden Bates in the backfield, he's unbelievable.
300-something yards.
Bates and Yates?
Bates and Yates,
Yeah, it's
but-
like a law firm right there.
The Pinta, the center.
Man, it's funny. Those are historically Herculaneum names right there.
They
man.
are Black Cats.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Their parents, yes.
Yes. But I watched a little bit of that game, and I was like, wow, they got some weapons. They're going to be a handful
Formidable.
for a lot of teams this year, for sure.
Big line,
they're
both
huge.
O and D line.
Strong.
You talk about improvement with
Strong.
Take my strong hand.
yeah. They I don't know. They're just fun. They're just fun to watch. I hope I get to watch them again. We already talked about the Seckman Valley Catholic game, 34-21. Central. Now, there's a lot of talk down there about Central being this being their year. They took it to Poplar Bluff, 34-13, down at Poplar Bluff.
Wow.
Again, I mean, you just talk about skill players, just awesome. Great QB, other skills. St. Clair, Potosi, St. Clair, Drubb, Potosi, 48-6.
Yeah, they're in our district, by the way.
St. Clair
Park
excited
Hills.
about that?
Park Hills,
Yeah.
I was like,
You sound excited.
Good luck. That's all I can
Hey,
tell you.
look, our football district looked like my basketball district almost, man. Yep.
almost the
Nice.
same.
Yep.
Almost exactly.
So are you okay? So are you saying like there's a lot of large schools in those districts?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you think it's about time for those Black Cats to move up to the large school division?
I thought we weren't talking about the Black Cats.
I
There
know.
you go.
This dude just can't help himself.
Okay, anyway.
Mr. Non-head coach, I
I
can
know.
rip everybody.
Anyway. All right, DeSoto, you said won in overtime against Bishop DeBerg. Were they up? I've heard that they were up.
They were up, and then they came back in the second half. I mean, it was a 14 to, I want to say 14-6. I can't remember. I think it was 14-6 at half. I think they come out and scored the first one, and then after that,
isn't DeSoto playing right now?
Yeah, they're playing tonight at Sullivan.
Sullivan, yep.
Yeah, at Sullivan.
I'd like to know why games are on Thursdays. Apparently, that happens a lot in central Missouri.
Well, there was officiating, and then they also wanted to get away from the holiday weekend. I think
start their holiday weekend early,
and they did this last year. They played at home against Sullivan, and Sullivan said they wanted to do it because of a holiday weekend.
Jim,
are you saying Sullivan?
Sullivan.
Oh, it's
said it weird.
Illinois twang or something here. I'm like,
Jim, you may have talked about it on your show. Your show was at 2:00. No one watched. I'm sorry.
You can go back and watch it.
I'm just saying, for
free.
You can go back and watch it for free.
Jarvis,
I just want to give Jim Powers trouble.
Do you want to talk about?
I can talk about our game. I mean, Windsor flipped the script as he's over there talking because we beat them by 36 the year before, and they beat us 7-6 in what would be called probably a defensive battle. And our defense played really well. Our offense had one good drive, maybe a couple moments, but we gave the ball. We gave Windsor way too many opportunities.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And when we handed them the ball a couple times, our defense was on the field most of the game. We had not. This isn't excuses. Windsor had a lot come. They have their whole offensive line basically was back. That's probably one of the biggest lines we're going to face this year. Our boys played really well, especially defensively. Offensively, we got some things to work out.
Well, here's the thing, and I'll say it, and I know the paper already talked about it. I think your program in the entire area had the most graduation in terms of, when we talk about,
we had 11 or 12 seniors, something like 11.
And they were all playing pretty much both ways, right?
Yeah, they all played. Almost all of them played pretty much. I mean, we have Eberhardt, who had a lot of varsity time last year. You have the Light boys. There's a couple of them. Cameron played a little bit, but Damian started about every game for us last year. So we had like 3 or 4 guys that have some experience, but then after that we're playing a lot of guys that haven't played much on Friday nights, and we'll be all right. I mean, Windsor was a pump for that game after last year, and we're really close. Even though it's not really wouldn't seem like a rival. Their crowd gets pumped up for those games. Our crowd gets into it.
Pretty close. I mean, it's not like you guys can get too far away from each other. I mean, it's right down the road.
It was a packed
house.
It
was packed.
Yes.
And Windsor's crowd.
Like, wow, that's crazy.
Their student section was, because I was in the press box, they were pretty entertaining.
That's cool.
They had some, Hawaiian outfits on, and we're doing some crazy stuff, and I was like,
doing some surfing.
That's what I remember from high school football. What I saw Friday night,
I love it.
It was a cool atmosphere, and Windsor deserved to win. They played better, and we'll hopefully get it cleaned up. This is gonna be I know that the Black Cats will win Friday.
One way or the other.
One of the Black Cats will win.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
man.
It's either a black.
Look at you.
I'm hoping it's black and red, but the other, Black Cats that are black and yellow, or gold or whatever it is.
The thing is, I watched a little bit of that game, and I thought the defense of the Black Cats was solid all the way around. I thought they played really. I mean, just flying around and athletic and strong. So it'd be interesting to see how this week plays out for the Black Cats. I think coming off that, good defensive battle, and I think like you said, the offense has got a little bit of work this week, and I feel like got a good chance to be successful.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we'll just put it all out there. I got to see our 7 on that film too, so we got them the following week. So
conference play.
So two really competitive matchups for us these next week, this Friday and next.
So one of the bigger questions was going to be all the graduation that Hillsboro lost. You talk about Romaine, you talk about Patterson moving on to college ball, plus some big linemen. It's business as usual because they just absolutely waxed Sykeston.
They still got a lot of talent there.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, huge. I mean,
huge.
big dudes on that field for Hillsboro. That Festus Hillsboro game, I think that is going to be
I attribute a lot of that at Hillsboro. their kids are lifting in the junior high. They're training them how to lift in the junior high, and they're lifting from like 7th grade on. And now they're not in their powerlifting and crap in the junior high, but they're learning with PC. What do you call that pipe? The white pipe,
PVC.
Yeah,
PVC pipe.
yeah. They're using that. They're learning the form and all that, and they just got a good program there with their weightlifting. And
I would agree.
if you're a football school, you have to have someone in the weight room,
I would agree.
and you got to have someone that knows what they're doing, and you got to train
Really
those
does
kids.
help.
And they've got to be in there and understanding it and doing it consistently. They can't just
And not
come
just
in
going
here
through
and
the
there.
motions in there. They got to get after it.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I can say, hey, I'll go in the gym, do some curls for the girls, but I mean, they got to do the squats, the power cleans, and stuff. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's right. Just to wrap up before we got to take a quick break here. So, interesting game that I thought was St. Vincent and Thayer. Thayer actually got a hold of St. Vincent 21-18.
Did they play there or there?
They played there.
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 There
Which,
at Thayer?
which is
At
which,
Thayer.
right? Yeah,
At
Thayer.
Thayer.
Was it at there?
It's out
It was
there.
at
there.
Thayer.
Oakville and Coach Ginge, he's been on the show.
Congratulations, Mike. That was a big win.
Yeah, 55-0.
I'm
over
hearing they're
Perryville.
going to be pretty salty this year is what I've heard.
He's got him going in the right direction.
I had them in week 1 of Coach Powers' show. I said that they're a sleeper as well as Eureka, and Eureka. Both those two teams, I think, are going to be sleepers when it comes down to it at the end of the
I
year.
can tell you this: those kids at Oakville will be motivated because Ginge is a good motivator,
Oh,
man.
boy, is he
Kids
ever.
love playing for him.
And rightfully so, they should. I mean, he's that kind of guy. He's a great guy, and he just gets so much out of kids, like you said, motivates them to do some things that typically they probably wouldn't be doing for anybody else.
Crystal City, they opened up big, 38-7 over Chaffee.
They're going to be tough, man. They had a lot coming back.
Yep, I think they've got they go up to Louisiana. They got a long road trip. Grandview met
Both those
Skyline.
two teams are in their district,
Well,
too.
and they split with Louisiana last year, 1-1. They beat them regular season, lost to them in districts.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
So that's a big game. I'm anxious to see what happens in that one.
Grandview and Skyline met. Now, they're talking about totally different geographical locations. So they met down at St. James, and Grandview won 34-14. So good start for the Eagles and Coach Kimenow in his second year. They got a lot coming back. I think they said they only graduated 2. Fox was big over Melville, 42-7. You said already Sullivan whooped Northwest 49-3. And then on the Saturday side, St. Pius beat the co-op of Clayton and Brentwood 23-10. So that was a little bit of some revenge last year with Brentwood getting the better of the Lancers at 26-16. So I saw some good things. I mean, they played in a monsoon. At ball security for both teams was. I think you could definitely go out to eat if you had $1 for every fumble the teams had combined on Saturday.
Like back-to-back fumbles.
I mean,
possessions.
you could probably go to Texas Roadhouse and get you a nice steak. But, I mean, we'll say that's week 1 jitters and rain. But I tell you, what was great as we wrap this up here is to see St. Pius's defense. Yeah. They
I love it. It's
Chris.
time. We're going to play the music like we do with Blair.
I mean, we can run whenever we want. We don't have to be 30 minutes on the dot. But
Really coming from the guy that's ready to go home already.
Darn right. Hey, I was ready to zoom.
Window.
Zoom
To the wall.
But no, hey, congratulations to Coach Ray with his first win as head coach. Man, that defense flew around. That's exciting to watch them. So we'll maybe
see them tomorrow.
See them tomorrow. All right, Chris.
Oh, do I have to send this out?
Hey,
You're the one that's wanted to
you're
break.
watching the Coach's
There you
Box. We'll be right back after these commercials.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. Now, it might not get me there any faster, but hey,
You guys are doing
get
such
me
a
ready
good
for
job.
football.
Some lady.
Let's tailgate.
I can't go anywhere.
But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Imagine an HVAC as unnoticeable as the air itself. Sounds pretty good, huh? The new Daikin Fit. Air intelligence.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
Hey guys, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks, personally inviting you and your family to come check us out. We've taken over ownership back in September. We've made some great positive changes, got the same legacy wings, got some amazing pizzas, some awesome burgers, hamburgers provided by Kenrick's. We'd love to have you down. Come check us out. The beer's cold, the air conditioning's working, and we're looking forward to seeing y'all. Take care.
For 24 years, really enjoyed being a basketball coach. When I retired from coaching, I decided that I wanted to get back into the media world. I look at it from more of a coach's point of view. I love to showcase guests. I love to tell their story, not just locally, regionally, but nationally as well. Joe Namath, Kurt Warner, Patrick Ewing, Katie Smith. Not just talk about their accolades, but what they have given back to the game, what they've given back as leaders in their community. And I want people to be able to listen to my show and to be able to take that into their lives. They're going to be able to live their life like a champion. That's a show right there that I feel like is worth listening to.
Oh, we don't have the sound.
I heard him.
A technology guy. And
I heard him.
I heard a little
Kevin,
bit.
turn it off, turn it back on.
Does
Kevin,
it working
turn your
now?
volume up, will you?
Is he there?
Oh, I hear him.
I barely hear
I
him.
hear him.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. You might have to crank that microphone up a little bit.
Your apple juice is broke.
I'm telling you. Did you figure it out?
All right. We're gonna have to.
Well, sucks to be you, Kevin. You're
Sorry,
gone.
Kevin.
Well,
Hey,
you need to be
imagine
here.
that
Show
you're
up
not
in
here
person.
again.
Yeah, go figure.
Well, anyway,
You and Jim Powers,
Kevin,
yeah.
if you started figuring it out, then just jump on there and start talking and interrupt some people to be kind of funny.
So,
same time.
Blair, I got a suggestion for
Let's
the
hear it.
show.
Let's hear it.
For the show.
For the show.
Let's hear it.
Okay, I mean, around January 15-ish, 16, 17, after that January 12th Friday,
Yes.
I would suggest you have two coaches on.
And interview both?
At the same time?
Ooh, that could be fun.
I'm just saying.
Right in
Hey,
the middle. Hey, chicken wings.
How about I interview you guys on the Thursday before Friday?
that will be January the 11th, I think.
I think I'll schedule that in my appointment calendar right now.
And then
whatever.
afterwards, we do it before and then an after.
I like it.
I don't know how that'll be after.
That's a great idea.
After we lose, I don't.
After you kick
there
our
you go.
butts.
I don't
we
know.
heard this before.
Coaches speak.
Haven't
We're
we
supposed
heard
to call
this
like we see it.
before?
You're supposed to say, Jarvis,
we will
you know what's
have
coming your way? Pain. That's what you're supposed to say.
Do I look like Clubber freaking Lane over here? My complexion just doesn't really match.
Have you heard this before? We ain't very good.
Yeah. That's what he says.
We ain't gonna
every stinking year.
We're going to have to take it one game at a time.
Okay,
I'm
all
gonna
right,
start.
Bill. All right, Bill.
I used to know another guy that used to say
I was
this all
gonna
the
say,
time.
right?
He's an AD
Right.
somewhere right now, and we'll talk about it off air because I don't want to call him out on here. But
Well, we don't call it like we say it, or what?
Okay,
I
it
don't
was
know.
ball game, man. John Kreitz used to always say, God, we're going to be horrible, blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, shut up. We're going to be horrible.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm so sick of your I don't know.
He knows. He knows.
Dude,
Hey,
you gave us a run for our money. We beat you by 2 last year, and you were, I'm going to be terrible.
Dude, he's going to be lights out. He's putting CBC, Vashon, Kickapoo on the schedule. Now that I'm not with him, he's like, I'm loading up.
What the hell are you talking
That's
about?
what you're doing. Don't act like you're. Don't act like you're doing.
What are you smoking?
You're going to Mizzou. You're going to Mizzou so you can play South Iron. I mean,
I'm not playing. No. What are you? No. Going to freaking Mizzou? What are you smoking right now? Anyway, Kevin's. We probably technical difficulties here with bringing him in. You know, we'll line this up.
Pious kids over there?
No, I believe that's Festus Cross Country.
Oh,
over
yeah,
there.
like that.
Festus Cross Country.
Yep,
Oh, no.
Sonner's over there.
They had that team dinner tonight, I think.
Team dinner at La Pachanga.
Yeah.
In Herky. That's
That's
cool.
weird.
Even better. I like it.
I'm wondering why it's not, the Festus / Crystal City.
Well,
La Pachanga.
That's what I was getting at.
Good point.
Thanks for pointing out the obvious.
That's what I do, right?
No,
That's
you
what I
just
do.
do. You're here just to make us all angry.
Hey, you know what? Got to be good at something.
That's not what you say.
So many things I want to say, but I'm going to be good.
And I want somebody to point this out. That somebody said that he had hair in that picture. What are they trying to say? That I don't have hair anymore, or what?
Well,
I mean, because that kind of looks like I was bald in that picture when you posted it.
I said you had some.
And I said it wasn't from when you shaved your head bald.
I know, and that's what people are. My
God, what a
gosh.
mistake that was. But anyway.
Yeah, you look
Man,
like a Cuban drug
cold-blooded.
dealer.
That might be the new look. That might be the new look.
Says who?
There ain't no way. My head is so big. If I shaved it, there ain't no way.
Jug hair.
Like a cue
No
ball.
way.
Like a cue
Oh,
ball.
they call me cue ball. There ain't no way.
I think you both should shave your head and walk around and look like you guys are.
That's what we'll
gonna
do.
Go collect money from Jim,
That's an idea.
Jim Powers.
Whoever
there.
loses
Whoever
has to
loses
shave
has
their
to
head.
shave their head.
All right.
And we'll put some
He
wagers
don't
on
care.
this.
He's shaved his head before. I can't shave mine.
We'll put some wager on this.
I cannot bet on high school sports.
Hold on, no.
No.
It's a
you
wager.
can't. You
not
complain
wager.
about betting on sports, so no, you don't get to bet on sports. I think it's perfectly fine.
Of course you do. Steroids
darn
and
right.
everything else that you
Darn
shouldn't
right.
do.
Hey, bet
Whatever.
on it. It's a free country.
Yeah, sure it is.
Hey, it's a free country.
Yeah, let's tell that to the IRS. I'm not a big fan right now. So, Zach, let's get into some topics. And real quick, we tried to bring Kevin in here, and I'll take the blame. I always screw everything up. I don't know what's going on with it, but sorry, Kevin. We'll bring you in another night, and we'll
I'm
get
sure
it lined
he's
out.
disappointed.
He's listening.
Oh,
He's
I know.
listening.
He's
I know.
he's still
listening.
he can still hear us. He's sending messages and saying there's something
It
wrong
looks
with
like
the
he's
stupid
on
ass
there,
apple
but I don't
juice.
hear him.
Yeah.
I mean, he's watching us.
It's the apple juice.
He's watching us.
It's kind of creepy.
It's almost
isn't it?
like our Zoom
I
call
mean,
the
he
other
lives,
day. I kept looking
he
at
lives
you. I was
5
like,
minutes away. Come on over.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't we just have the Zoomed this week while
That's
we're
what
at
I
it?
was
So we
wondering.
can watch Mizzou.
Darn right.
And ISU.
Exactly.
And
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
Anywho, why don't you, one-way street, go ahead and tell or jump in our next segment. You liked that, didn't you?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Poke the
You ready?
bear. Poke
Go
the
ahead,
bear.
Zach. You're on.
You tell me.
I don't.
You said, hey, it's your show. We're talking Cardinals.
Oh, man. Dude, he's on one tonight.
Wow.
Wow, it's getting deep in
We
here.
gotta be, I've told you for how many weeks it's got to be you two going after each other.
Dude, you're going to have to put him on assignment. He's going to have to join
Okay.
shooting.
For a
Darn
long
it.
while.
Shooty, where are you at right now? I think you need a co-pilot.
Oh no, please no.
Anyway, Zach,
The
let's talk
Cardinals.
about the damn Cardinals.
Cardinals,
already.
man.
Let's
How
not even-
sad. Hey, well you brought us in with the big sigh because that's what we were going to talk about. Cardinals.
Oh.
That's all it is.
How many games behind under 500 are they?
20-ish. 20.
20. I think, yeah, it's 20. Yeah.
I think it's 20.
20.
I know.
Wow. Wow, it's just crazy.
Believe me.
Hey, can you guys be part of this or what?
Hey, we have our own code over here.
Okay.
We coded up around here.
You guys are ridiculous. I don't even know right now. What are we doing?
We're talking about the Cardinals. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, so anyway, are you a big fan of this whole
ask the baseball
let these
coach
other guys getting a chance to play and seeing what they can do?
Point, yeah. Here's my thing. I was talking about this with Ethan today.
Then why does Modert keep playing?
Well, that wasn't it. My question is Mason Wynn going to be on the opening day roster
He
next
has
year?
to be.
His ass better be.
Batting a $140 or something?
What did you do last night? Yesterday, I mean.
I've stopped watching,
Well,
Chris.
hey.
Let me tell you.
2 outs. Bob in the ninth. He had 2 strikes against Hader.
Yeah.
And he stretches a single into a double.
There we go.
And sets up.
And he had a fielding play.
Tommy?
Yeah.
And he had a fielding play that saved the game the other night too, right?
Can you talk in the microphone,
Oh,
Riley
sorry.
wannabe?
Well, everybody wants to like me.
Oh, so many things. So many things.
I should have said that.
Oh, you set that up so well. I could have just went, wow.
I'm gonna put it down. Boop.
But I digress.
So, yeah, he set up Tommy Big Bat for the second night in a row with the walk-off
Yes.
Ding Dong Johnson. Yeah. And Mason Wynn will figure it out. I mean, let's be real here. He's a baseball player, and he's a you know what? He could hit $180 next year. He's going to get better. He's going to improve against major league hitting, and you already see what he does in the field. How many defensive runs saved is he going to be? I mean, yes, DeYoung was a good fielder, but Wynn might be a little bit better.
I'm glad you brought up DeYoung. Thank you. It really took the Blue Jays a long time to figure out he was crap. So San Francisco cut him yet or whatever? I mean,
Well, he's playing pretty well so far for them.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay. He'll give you a
2 weeks.
a week, 2 weeks of bam, bam, and then it's month.
Yeah.
I will take Mason Wynn. Mason Wynn should have been on this roster way before he was.
Yes.
We were crap. We knew we were crap.
Well,
I say
It's
this.
still pitching.
It's
still pitching. We have to have pitching.
I think we have a great young core going forward.
Yes.
A great young core.
It's what you do with it, though.
Well, but you said it, or Blair just said, one of the two said pitching.
It's got to be
going
pitching.
forward. You have to find pitching.
And you can't just let's get this guy that pitches to contact. No. Why didn't we pick up the dude?
The Giolito?
Yes.
Been great. He was an all-star last year, and he sucked, and the Angels put him on waivers.
Yeah, so you
and
pick him up and you see if you want him or not.
The
Why
Indians,
not?
the Indians picked him up.
Well,
And I'm waiting.
Mo just sat there and looked around and thought,
They're the Indians. I'll never say
I
any
ain't
different.
gonna do anything different.
Nope, he didn't.
But you could have picked him up, let him pitch a couple games, how many ever games he could have pitched, and you could have decided if you wanted the dude or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
I don't know. I'm asking, would we have lost a draft pick? Was there a downside for picking him up?
I don't
do you
believe
lose
so.
a draft
I don't know.
pick? If there was no downside and you're paying the minimum or you do it, then do it. Do it. Go pick Bader back up. Go pick him
Well,
up.
the Guardians decided that they should do it. They picked every one of those pitchers up.
Yeah.
They picked them all up.
Every one of them.
Hey, you know what? They're trying to make the postseason.
And I don't blame them.
And if,
Why not? Take a chance.
I think the Cardinals should have just to get some innings to save maybe some of the young arms, and then see if there's anybody that can fill a 3, 4, 5 spot in the rotation for next year. But you know what? They're not going to do it because they're the stupid Cardinals. Okay, it's all there is to it. And you know what? I was
just call them the Mosaics. Change their name.
They suck. And what pisses me off, here's a good example of at least some of the people watching are starting to get tired of it. And I know Zach has harped on this. Like, if you're tired of the way the Cardinals are playing, don't go to the games. Mm-hmm. So Matt Carpenter's back in St. Louis with the Padres. He's getting ready to he's having his first at bat against Adam Wainwright. They're buddies. They used to be teammates, and everybody who's a former Cardinal, even if they sucked at one point and got booed, the St. Louis Cardinal fans are always great about giving a standing ovation. They gave a standing ovation to Matt Carpenter, but because there wasn't very many people in the stands, it sounded pretty pathetic.
It did.
And you know what? I hate this because I am a lifelong Cardinals fan. But when you're already in the crapper and you're kind of like out of it, why don't we just not worry about this whole? Well, let's really focus on this winning thing now. When you're going to screw yourself out of a chance to get a higher draft pick or whatever. And I'm rooting for them to lose. I mean, I really am for a lot of reasons. Number one, the Cardinals won 17 games in a row a couple years ago, and then fired their manager. The historic winning streak, and fired Mike Schilt.
And a guy who was loved by a lot of players.
And you know what?
A lot of Cardinals.
Yeah. Yes. And you know what was even worse? Matheny did really well, and then they fired him. Marmol has had the worst season since Joe Torre was the manager.
96.
95.
5 or 6. Yeah,
96
96
was actually
was
1 year they were good.
Yeah. TLR came in, and they put Royce Clayton at shortstop. Anyway,
that's
the world.
another.
That didn't. I didn't
Change
like that.
the world.
Oh, he's the next great now. Anyway, but so if they lose, there's a chance that somebody gets the axe. And I have never ever wanted people to get fired from their jobs, but I guarantee you this: I root for somebody between Marmol, Gersh, and Mozeliak
What
to
did Gersh
lose.
do?
It'll be Gersh.
Because he's over there in the corner doing crossword puzzles when he should be doing something.
He's not. Hey, he's not in charge.
He's not allowed to.
I don't
do
care.
that.
Just like Schilt. Hey,
I don't care.
He's the guy
I don't
that's
care.
going to get axed and is going to say, "Here's your severance package of 50 mil or whatever. Here you go.
50 mil. Damn.
Whatever.
You
Who
can
knows?
make that
Whatever.
much.
Why not?
Good
It's got to be. Hey, we're not going to pay the players, so we might as well pay our executives, right? That's kind of how it works.
Well, at the same time, I mean, I hate that because how many other Cardinals fans are feeling the same way? Where you're like, number one, I don't want to watch. Two, if I do, I hope they lose because then they'll do something. Because
I
right
don't
now
think
there's
they do.
not doing anything.
I don't think they do.
Wait, when they're winning, apparently they're going to do something.
But here's my thing. What can they do now to help their cause besides give some relief, like you said earlier? Give some relief to some of these younger pitchers and say, guess what? We're going to try to keep your arms fresh. Just don't want to throw you out there.
They're trying to see what these
out.
younger pitchers can do, though.
I
mean,
get it.
It's fine.
But that's why I said all those guys, I'd have ticked every dang one of them just like, the Guardians did because what do you got to lose?
I mean, I'd try to go I'd try to piggyback guys. I'd say, Giolito, you're going to start, and you'll go 4 or 5, and I'm going to put another starter that I have because I got an extra guy, and I'm going to piggyback start, and then that way I save my bullpen for a night, and I don't have to worry about running, stupid Gallegos. Hey, how many guys have went through, even back to the Matheny days, and I did not, the one thing I hated about Mike Schilt is I don't think he knew how to run a bullpen. Because he would march the same freaking guy out there, just like Matheny did. They find one or two guys.
Was it Bowman? Was that the dude?
It was. Gosh, it just eluded my mind. There was a couple of guys that they did that too,
the lefty?
and just ruined them because it's like, hey, we're gonna put him out there, and you're running them out there way too much. It'd be different if we're dealing with some guys from the time when they pitch all the time, but they don't train these guys' bodies up, so they just run them out there, and hey, it's great. And the bullpen sucks. I mean, I think Gallegos has been overexposed.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real here. So
for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Palantine, same way.
I mean, not even
what's
this
his
year,
name?
last year too.
Palente, whatever. Who knows? I told you I stopped watching.
Palante.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares?
He won't be here.
But here's my
Player
thing.
to be named later.
Right?
You start looking at this roster, and you
Try not to.
You look down the roster, and you say, man, these guys aren't too bad. But the problem is we don't have any pitching to go along with the consistent pitching. And that becomes where we've now used our bullpen so much that those guys are just gassed. They have nothing left in the tank. So we put them out there. Even if our starting pitching could go 6 innings.
They can't. Either they won't let them, won't let them, or they can't.
But I'm saying is, if we do that and put those guys out there for 6 and they give up 4 runs, the Cardinals can't score more than 3. So, but then also we go throw our bullpen out there, and they've been used 5 nights in a row. Well, you could throw them out for the 6th night. They're not going to have everything that they would normally have if they had a day or two rest in the middle. So the problem is our pitching made our whole entire team struggle down the line. But you look at our team, you say, man, that's not a bad lineup. Honestly, it's not a bad lineup.
A good core of position players. I mean, you look past Arenado, you look past Goldschmidt. If they keep all of them and they get guys in free agency, I mean, you can go around the room. Wynn's going to be a great shortstop.
Wait, who's going to come to St. Louis and play?
I'm talking the guys they have now.
Oh, I'm saying you said they go get some guys in free agency. Like, who the hell?
I'm talking about pitchers.
Who is going to come here?
Show me the money.
They will.
Money.
Wait. We couldn't get Giancarlo Stanton to come here.
Didn't pay enough money.
Well,
you
apparently
say,
we
what
did.
do the Dodgers want to offer? And you say you do a Price Right style, and you say $1 more.
It's not.
You have to.
They're not going
not
to.
happening.
I know, but I'm saying you said who's going to come here? If they get shown the money.
So again, yes, if we lived in a magical fairyland where things happen like that, where it's like, hey, this is what I want to happen, and I thought it, and it happened, and I rub a lamp, and the genie comes out and grants me my wishes. Yes, I would like for the Cardinals to spend money.
Yeah,
I want my money first, and then the Cardinals can spend money. But I don't see this happening. They're just not going to do it. It's not a perfect world. They do not want to spend the money. They are pocketing money. That's why nobody needs to show up to the games. Just stop going. Unless someone gives you tickets.
I did.
Then that's when you go. And then when you go, you don't buy a damn concession. You buy from that hot dog vendor outside that just might be sketchy, but that hot dog's only $2.
Gas station sushi.
Okay, nobody should ever buy gas station sushi. Ever.
No.
You talk about some poor life choices in this world. Gas station hot dogs are bad enough. But gas station sushi's on another. You're looking at me like I got 5 heads. Are you serious? Have you ever had gas station sushi?
Heck no, I would not
We live
buy
in
that.
the Midwest. We don't have gas station sushi.
Okay, wait. Real quick before we go to break. What is the worst thing that you've instantly regretted buying from a gas station and eating?
Oh, my gosh.
What's number one? You can't think of anything?
Go ahead.
I've done gas station sushi, and I'm going to tell you right now,
I bet you were on the pot.
Instant.
I don't mean like
There you go,
I don't mean like weed.
You mean the porcelain.
I mean the porcelain.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't even like sushi. So I definitely wasn't in my right mind.
Oh, that's nasty.
And I'm going to tell you, that was so bad. Like,
Wait,
I
you
feel-
put that on top of what you did before you went in the gas station?
I don't know what you're talking about. I was just saying, I wasn't in my right mind because I normally I would not eat sushi.
No,
But I had
from a
sushi.
gas station
And
sushi.
I was like, you know what? And of course, whoever I was with was like, hey, dude, I don't think that's such a good idea. And I'm like, I know
You
what I'm doing.
can't tell me what to do. This is America.
You know, I probably played
My
that
name's
card
Chris
at some point.
Miller.
I'm a grown man. I'm a strong guy.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
You know, anyway, you guys have nothing right now. You have nothing to
I
contribute
got
to this.
one of those. I got one of those hard-boiled eggs,
Sounds terrible.
and I opened it up, and I thought I was going to die.
But did you eat it?
No, I threw it away.
No, you missed the. Which one? What did you get and ate and instantly regretted? You had to eat it. You didn't eat the egg.
I ate a piece.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess
It was so bad, I spit.
It gives me nasty. It'll give me cold chills.
Yeah, so
Well,
bad.
I thought, how could you screw up a hard-boiled egg? But they did.
How can you screw up something you're not supposed to cook? Just throw it out. That was my thinking.
Oh,
And they did.
goodness.
Okay, Blair, you owned a gas station, so what was the thing that you ate from your own gas
you
station?
work in gas stations all the time.
Yeah, you're there, and you're like, oh my gosh.
I'm hungry.
I've really never had. I mean,
You are so full of it
I
right
have
now.
gotten sick
Okay, come
from
on.
fried chicken, but the problem becomes is that you cook so much fried chicken together that maybe a couple of those pieces got stuck down in and maybe didn't get. And then you pull it. It's nasty.
So they weren't cooked enough.
Got the salmonella.
Are you sure they
Oh.
weren't overcooked?
No, they were not overcooked. The problem is they got stuck down in there and they didn't.
Okay, now I get what you're
So,
saying.
and then so.
My God, that sounds so awful.
I've seen it, witnessed it.
Did you? Did you ingest
And
it?
ate it.
Then you're missing the point of this whole thing.
I'm not going to tell you what I did with it. I didn't ingest it because it didn't even make it down my throat.
Okay, Can you
many things.
I know, so many jokes and not enough time.
Do not go there.
Can you just give me something that you've eaten from a gas station? Skip
probably
you.
one of those.
Zach, go ahead.
Probably, on the things that spin. You got the hot dog. Yeah, whatever. But one of those breakfast sausage with the cheese and the jalapeno
inside.
That wasn't. It was like after breakfast hours, but they just left it there.
The one that they put on the back of the roller and say, it's done.
Stopped, right? And it wasn't going. And you're like, oh, man, that looks good. You're traveling, you're on vacation, whatnot. Like, I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I'll try one. And it's cold.
Oh, that's rough.
Not great.
Have you ever gotten something off of there and then bit into it and it's frozen?
Oh.
Yes.
Or like half, and you're like,
I might have had that happen at Quick Trip one time. I got
Don't you speak ill of Quick Trip.
And I love Quick Trip. And don't get me wrong, I go there pretty much every morning. And I got a Quick Trip breakfast scramble. And, they put it in the oven and I got it, and there was gravy and eggs and bacon and sausage in there. And I took a bite out of it with the spoon, and I was like, and it was like all cold eggs and cold gravy. Because if it goes in the oven for like a minute or two,
it's a high-speed oven.
It may have been fast, and so it didn't get the middle of it warm, and I was like, ugh, it was gross. Like cold gravy? Oh, no, thank you.
I don't know. I think Jason takes the cake because hard-boiled eggs is so bad.
Hard-boiled egg. I know what I want from a gas station. Hard-boiled egg.
Well, I was looking at it, I was like, man, that looks good.
It was back when I was not fat and trying to be skinny. Now I'm fat and happy.
And would you... No, I don't think you can even look at one right now and just
I
go,
don't want a hard-boiled egg. It was bad.
No, thanks. Well, hey, Jason, on that one, since you won the contest, why don't you send us a break?
Hey, you never know what we're going to talk about here on the Coach's Box. We'll be right back. Coach's Box.
Tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. Now, it might not get me there any faster, but hey, it gets me ready for football. Let's tailgate.
I can't go anywhere.
But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands?
Imagine an HVAC as unnoticeable as the air itself. Sounds pretty good, huh? The new Daikin Fit. Air intelligence.
Give Home by SMCI a call today at 636-337-4444 or email them at service@homebysmci.com.
Hey guys, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks, personally inviting you and your family to come check us out. We've taken over ownership back in September. We've made some great positive changes, got the same legacy wings, got some amazing pizzas, some awesome burgers, hamburgers provided by Kenrick's. We'd love to have you down. Come check us out. The beer's cold, the air conditioning's working, and we're looking forward to seeing you all. Take care.
For 24 years, really enjoyed being a basketball coach. When I retired from coaching, I decided that I wanted to get back into the media world. I look at it from more of a coach's point of view. I love to showcase guests. I love to tell their stories, not just locally, regionally, but nationally as well. Joe Namath, Kurt Warner, Patrick Ewing, Katie Smith, not just talk about their accolades, but what they have given back to the game, what they've given back as leaders in their community. And I want people to be able to listen to my show and to be able to take that into their lives. They're going to be able to live their life like a champion. That's a show right there that I feel like is worth listening to.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to our final segment of the Coach's Box. Don't forget, unless you really, really, really want to forget, that we will be broadcasting our first football game tomorrow night at St. Pius. It'll be the Bishop DeBerg St. Pius football game presented by Off the Rails Media. You can watch that on Streamline Sports, but you can also catch that on the Coach's Box YouTube channel. Don't forget to tune in. It will be a blast. We will have our very own Zach McVey will be calling the game with St. Pius the 10th senior Will Becker, and I'll be there. Nobody cares about that, but I'll be there and to add some colorful commentary here and there. Without, I'm getting looks from my cohorts here. But anyway, don't forget to tune in. Should be a lot of fun. We do enjoy doing that and giving back, and it is 1,000% free, no paywall. All you have to do is just check out the YouTube channel, and you can see it there yourself. But anyway, that's kind of what we have going on for tomorrow. We don't forget, you can also go back and watch On the Move at the Caravan Sports Preview Show with Jim Powers. You know what? I'm just really, we're going to go back into the Timeout Tirade kind of thing right now. You know what I'm really freaking sick of? Uh-oh. I am sick of all the damn construction that they have on the highways right now. I mean, it's not just a little bit. It's a lot. There is so much construction, and I don't feel like they're getting anything done. And you know what? I have all the respect for MoDOT workers who go out there and they put themselves out in the hot sun, and especially how it was last week. So I have all the respect. And obviously, this is not the workers necessarily. This is the people who make the decision for the workers on what needs to be done. But the fact that we still don't have enough lanes down here on I-55 to deal with all the traffic after Peevely, and even going into Peevely. So between Barnhart and Peevely has to be one of the stupidest setups ever, because everybody's in the right-hand lane, then they're going to try to get over, then it's bottlenecked, and then people coming off of the Peevely exit, getting onto I-55, trying to get on when there's only 2 lanes, and everybody in a damn truck won't let people in, and it's just a big cluster, you know what, the whole time. So if you're in a hurry, you have to leave 45 minutes earlier just to get down somewhere. It should take 5 minutes. That's all it should take. But you know what? We have road construction in places where we don't have that. It's like Jarvis breaking the damn microphone over here, and
that's your next one.
And you know, like I was on Highway 21. Guess what? They've got road construction. Why the hell does Highway 21 need road construction there at Old 21 and 141? They don't need it. You know what they need? Another freaking lane over here. Take those people off that job. Let's put them over here, and let's finish this here and make it happen. Because otherwise, why? What is the purpose of doing it?
Here's what I love when they do the construction and they've got the one lane going for like, hey, road construction for the next 55 miles. Like, why do you have to zone off one lane for so long?
Have you seen I-44 down by Rolla?
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You come on one side and then they have another road on the other side.
Yeah.
So you got 2 coming this way and 1 going this way.
What's the purpose of that? What are you doing there in the middle? What are you building, a swimming pool?
Well, it looks like it right now.
Well, this is good that you brought this up. I have an appropriate shirt on for this, and this is Kate's Love for Jack's foundation, and they are a foundation that my nephew, his fiance, was killed. She was a MoDOT worker, and MoDOT was too dumb to put up one of the, trucks up there to block where the workers were working, and so this guy plows through because the truck wasn't there and kills 2 MoDOT workers. And so, my shirts slow down and move over, and I know it's frustrating. You go through all that construction and all that stuff, but that's, a lot of people's loved ones out there working.
Yeah.
Slow down, too.
Slow down.
Why do you have to go so fast in a work zone? It makes no sense. No sense.
And then, to both of your guys' points, we have so much construction going on at one time in a small area that,
it crowds every road around it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now we have more problems that exist from one problem that we should have been fixing in a short amount of time. Instead, we're taking what should have been 2 months to put it. We're taking 10 months to put it together.
Okay, and I got to ask this question. So I'm gonna venture a guess, and of course, everybody who has a family and is a road construction worker would love to spend time with their family. But you know what would make more sense is to have those projects being done at night when there's not as much traffic on the road. Right. Why the hell do you got to do it especially last week when it was like. Somebody should have told God the biscuits were burning. Okay, it's time to shut the oven off and get them out.
Welcome.
That's exactly what it was all week. But then you're working out in that. Then on top of that, you have all this traffic. What's the point of this? Why not just say, hey, we're gonna do this at night? It's not 32 degrees outside. Mm-hmm. It was actually probably a lot more pleasant. They have all the lights, the floodlights and stuff. You see it in other places. But you know what? Hey, we're not going to do that. We're just going to cram everybody.
And on top of all this, I always get stuck behind that car.
With the sticker.
With the sticker.
I knew it was coming.
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know what sticker you're talking about,
I couldn't
Coach.
imagine driving a school bus in this.
Here's what I don't get.
Alicia Nicole put, imagine driving a school bus. No,
couldn't do it.
But here's what I don't
drove
get.
a school bus. No fun.
I have.
Why don't they say, okay, if they have, throw out a number, if they have 300 MoDOT workers in the county, why do they not just say, we're going to take all 300 workers and work on the exact same project at the exact same time to get done faster, instead of saying we're going to put 10 here and 10 there?
Well, some of it's contracted out, too. That's part of the, it's not all MoDOT.
Okay.
Well, either way, I mean, I'm
I'm sure it comes to money. What doesn't come to money?
All the taxes that you pay, are you kidding me?
I'll tell you,
my gosh. And that's why that Oliver song is so good. But anyway, go ahead.
Before, you said, hey, let's think about this. Mine is driving too. So I've got a 15-year-old. I'm trying to teach.
Somebody said,
Somebody really said
that drivers are the worst.
That's the truth.
So whoever Alicia Nicole is has seen our show.
Jarvis, what do you feel about these kinds of drivers?
No comment.
Be careful because Jesus is watching.
Well, and I've noticed some people I know, like my aunt and some others, have that sticker, but they're old.
Just want to be like, get out of the left-hand lane!
Yeah. Jarvis, why are you talking about yourself like that?
I do not have that sticker. I might have some other stupid stickers, but I ain't got that one.
You're going to come out one day and have one on your car.
I can't wait for that.
I've been waiting for it. I always check the truck. I'm like, I always check it. Somebody's got to put that on there.
I do a pre-trip inspection of my truck to make sure one of you
it's my old bus driving days, man, that pre-trip.
Present time secure.
When you're a teacher and you're driving an 03 Silverado, you got to do the pre-trip. You may not make it to work.
That's true. Trust me, I know I have an 04 GMC.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you talk about not getting to work. I mean, having a 15-year-old trying to teach him to drive and all of that.
Oh, you're having that fun now?
Hey, okay. Be a defensive driver, first of all, if you're teaching your children to drive. Everybody else out there are just nuts. So just assume they're going to make bad decisions. Here's what I don't get. Here's the stop sign. Here's the stop light.
Nobody can see
I
this.
get that.
Okay.
There's this. You know what they can't see? The white line where the stop sign is, right next to it, right in front of it, and the stop light. That's not a suggestion.
Oh,
that
it's
means
not?
that means that's where you stop.
Yes, it
not
is.
5 feet
Oh,
in
you're supposed to
front.
stop behind it, right?
Oh, my
listen,
gosh.
I can't see that line while I'm looking at my phone texting. Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Well, if you do that now, you can get pulled over,
Yes,
buddy.
it's a law.
Yeah, that's a law.
The law. We followed Illinois.
Hey, we are the 49th
Did
state
you just say
to
that?
do that. 49th state to put that in.
So it took. We held off.
There's
for a long
one
time.
state. There's one
Hawaii.
state left. Nope, and they're the state that says they're all about freedom. They're all about
California.
guns. No, freedom, not California. And they're about
New York.
guns. Oh my gosh, no,
Chicago.
I said
Chicago's
Texas, but
not a-
Oh, are they not?
Yeah.
Are they a state?
Well, there might be a bit
Wyoming.
close. Montana.
I knew it'd be up that. Yep.
Montana. They all about
Yellowstone.
leave me alone and I want my rights.
Oh, God.
That is, yep.
So you're
Yo-
saying
yo-
are they a blue or a red state?
Well, there's not a lot of them up there because it's not a lot of people.
Well, there's a lot of tourists that end up
There's
there.
actually more guns in the state of Montana than there are people.
I would say that'd be the same for Texas, possibly Missouri. There's a lot of those red states that have more guns than they do people.
Oh, yes.
Just throw it out there.
No doubt.
And, hey, I'm not. You can take whatever you want here and be pro-gun, anti-gun. I don't care. That's your thing. I just know when the North Koreans come, that finger shooter and a sign that says "Don't hurt me" isn't going to work.
Jeez.
He said finger shooter.
You stop it! You stop right now! that ain't gonna work. I don't know what to tell you.
My goodness.
Maybe the government will help you. Well, I don't know.
Oh, God, why not? They're helping us with everything else.
Somebody.
Yeah, I mean, gas is only how much?
Oh, my God.
Well, that was going to be my real rant.
Go ahead, Jason.
Dude,
We got a
I
little
got
time.
gas the other day. 85.
Oh, I thought you said you had gas.
Oh, I had
There's
that
a
too.
pill for that.
That egg will do that.
Hard-boiled egg will do
$85.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that. Is there something special?
so I send it to one of my buddies. It's
Election's getting ready to happen.
Yeah.
well, my buddy's really on
see.
one side of the fence, so every time I get gas, I want to send that picture to him.
I did that.
And I did that. I always tell this, and think about this. So we have an election coming up in 2024.
Oh gosh, I wish I was teaching contemporary issues
because
that
I
year.
I really truly want to continue to keep watching these gas prices in 2024 and how much they change. Because it's unreal to watch during an election year, everything changes.
Well, yeah, you're going to get the next epidemic or
Well,
pandemic.
drill
Get
some
ready for
oil.
that.
Oh, we got oil. Drill it up.
Well, we ain't going to do that. I promise you, we're not going to do that.
Well, right now we're not.
I totally agree. with
Okay,
you.
so moving on to the next thing, and you hit on this. I'm gonna have two tonight.
Whoa,
I'm gonna have two.
Hey, it's his show, Zach.
We got 7 minutes left. That's it.
Don't encourage
Let's do
it.
all the things that you want to do.
I'm putting this up in 7 minutes. Okay.
Strike the music. Oh wait, Blair, you can't. He can.
He can
I'm
mute
like
us.
He-Man over here, bro.
Hey, he can mute us. We can take the headsets off and walk right out this door and leave.
He put it all up.
I mean, I put it all together. So
No, you did not all together. Thank you very much.
What time did you get here?
7:18. I know exactly
You're-
what time.
There's no.
How much you want to bet?
Your clock's broke.
How much you want to bet?
I don't care.
Okay, that's
all
what
right.
I thought.
So
He knows I'm right.
I've already
He
messed
wouldn't
up.
argue with me.
What number 2? You're getting ready to take
Your
number
rant.
2.
Number
I've
2.
already lost it.
Oh my God, you can't remember crap. That's like the time That's like the time we came back and you just went.
I remember what the show topics were.
Sounds like his next second topic was going to be healthcare. And now he wants
I need to go to the doctor. I can't afford it.
No, I actually know. So the thing
6
I
minutes.
saw. You just shut up.
I was trying to.
I saw the other day that they're already having down in Ironton. There was a preschool that had to
crap.
get shut down
Talking about Ironton. Go ahead.
because
Shut the front door.
people have COVID.
Oh my goodness gracious.
They shut down a preschool for an entire week.
Oh my goodness.
So apparently,
I
there's a
quit.
new variant, and they're talking about people needing to mask up again.
Not happening.
And I'm just like, that's really interesting how it's happening again. Like, I thought we beat it. I'm pretty sure that there was a high-ranking government official, elected official that said that we have defeated COVID.
We did.
And I'm kind of wondering why it's coming back. So my whole
part two.
I've really been trying to ignore this, Chris. I didn't really want to talk about
You know what? Here's what I'll tell you.
That you're king of the blank holes.
Yeah, king of the assholes. Thank you. And I'm just going to tell you right now how okay, in all joking aside,
God, I don't want it to come back.
How much? Okay, aside from everything economically that was destroyed with COVID, how much of our social our social structure was destroyed with the pandemic? How much of our educational structure was destroyed? How were lives affected?
I will say this,
how much is our workforce?
Our workforce is affected.
There has been one positive out of it.
Well, we have a show.
The coach's box. That is the positive.
What has withstood COVID?
The coach's box, baby.
It's because we can do this over the interweb.
For free.
And we can also do it where we're not around.
Zoom.
Oh, here we go. God, you got him started on the Zoom.
Talk about that.
Got started one-way street over here.
I have to tell you.
So
stop sign.
Yeah, I know. So that when I saw that again, and they're talking about people are talking about having a mask up again, and I'm like, this ain't good. There is going to be a damn revolt in this country because there's no way that this is going to be possible. People will be like, you know what? I'm just going to risk it. Whatever, man. I mean, just think about it. Think about all the people that got vaccinated. Think about all the people that just basically hid inside and just killed their immune system. I'm going to say it. I can't even wrap my head around this happening again and having all of the quarantines and the shutdowns and just all the disruption to our everyday lives. The fact that we can go back and say, when you're talking about Marvel Cinematic Universe, they talk about the blip, and everybody's gone after Thanos snapped his fingers. Like, that was a big deal. Okay, that was our blip. That was our big, it just put the brakes on in our lives. I can't wrap my head around doing that again without having just absolute chaos.
Well,
completely.
You go back and you look historically, though. I mean, it's happened. You can go back within the last several, just because it has maybe coincidentally, happened around presidential election years. Go back to bird flu. Go back to H1N1. Go back to swine flu. Go back to
anthrax.
Go back to anthrax the scare. I mean, you could go back 100 years. Go back to the Spanish flu. So, I mean, it's not like this is new, and it's not like, I don't know, but to your point about the idea of shutting everything down, that's what's scary, because we're already, I think we're getting to a point with human history and technology. We are getting to a point to where we are becoming almost solely dependent on technology. We're not quite there yet. Maybe it's our kids or maybe it's our grandkids' generation, but we're going to get to that point where technology supersedes humans. And I mean, it's there. It's scary.
Well, when we started the show, a lot of the conversation was with COVID and trying to look at what's going to happen next, and as far as well, here's what this looks like, here's what that looks like, and of course we can all look back into speculation and different things, and just again, I mean, we didn't have any sports to really talk about, and that's how this all came to be. I can't imagine how what's this going to be in our country. I really can't, and I get it. There's been other things, and the bird flu and anthrax and all the H1N1 stuff. It was never on the level as COVID-19 was to our society. I mean, they were bad, and bad things happened to people, but it was never quite that bad.
Right.
And I mean, I mean, even Jason. Jason's so damn depressed right now. Look at you.
I can't do it.
Is it because you're getting older? I mean,
no, I will not be able to do it.
I mean, what if they tell you got to?
I'm going to hate it.
Okay. A lot of
I'm going to cut a hole right here.
I will say this though. I will say, oh my gosh, but I do think, at least from our world of education, we've advanced enough to where we can at least have virtual school.
Oh my God! Shut up! Because the kids do so much when they're on virtual school.
I understand,
and they did so many assignments, and they turned in so many things.
Well, it's because we went to this hold harmless thing. I mean, think about that gap in education during that time. If you're talking about building block classes like math, like science, those things, think about the gap. I mean, there was just like, oh, well, you're not gonna grade this, then I don't have to worry about learning it. I mean, I was in the middle of teaching parts of contemporary history. There is a group of kids that just graduated that I taught that literally didn't learn anything in that point in time in American history. They don't even know. And the only reason they know is if they Google it or they knew it beforehand. Ain't because I taught them. They have no idea what the Cold War looked like. Huh. That might be kind of something important to know about communism.
I guess they might something to know here coming up in the future.
I mean, we had just got to the end of World War II, and we were getting ready to talk about Russian communism. Man, I mean,
I was in such a good mood.
You're welcome.
And then Miller's got to bring up crap that I want to talk about. Stuff that's going to happen like right in the middle of basketball season.
You want me to bring out the Book of Revelation?
He's going to put you to sleep, Jarvis.
I've read the Book of Revelations. I'm doomed. Okay, what's that mean?
He's going to bed. He's tired.
If somebody tells you to put something on your hand or your forehead, just tell them no thanks. Yeah. That's just here. Let's get a little hint there.
I have guns at my house.
What a great show tonight! What a great show! Way to hit it! What a great show tonight!
The show went to crap. We let Miller rant on 2 rants, and he just depressed me. I hope I can come out of this tomorrow because I have.
How are you going to call the defense tomorrow?
I don't call the defense.
Whatever.
But if I did,
I don't know what we should
I have been
jailbreak blitz.
Zach,
Yes.
you would be so proud of how positive this dude has been at school.
Yeah.
We have been sharing. There is a Barstool meme of me and Coach DeMullen on Herculaneum Barstool on Instagram.
What is Herculaneum Barstool?
Why is this the first time hearing about Barstool?
That's got to be unofficial.
Oh, it's unofficial.
It's definitely unofficial.
It's unofficial, but we have been really. So me and my fellow history teacher, our rooms are right by each other. We're right around a corner. And everyone has to go around this corner to get to math or to go to the cafeteria if you're in certain areas of the building. So we look at the athletic. Gilman sends out an athletic thing for every week. So we look on there, and every time someone comes around the corner, if they're on the softball team, the volleyball team, and soon to be football tomorrow and cross country tomorrow because they're running on Saturday, we don't discriminate. Color guard girls with the color guard flags come by. We're yelling at them game day and clapping every time they come by.
Love it.
So
good stuff.
So all the softball players today in their uniforms, and they're all looking at like everyone thinks me and Coach DeMullen are insane right now. But it has been the best 5 or 6 days of school. Like just because we're
you're the essence of positivity.
Oh, dude. You wouldn't believe how positive I've been.
Okay, if someone can record Coach Jarvis being positive,
love it.
Yeah, I mean,
good.
I'm not. Yeah, there's been no complaining in that hallway down there by my room. 105.
You know
is
what?
Positive area only. Positive attitudes only.
I love it. Hey, he woke up.
So
He woke up,
dude. We've been having so much fun, and all these kids are like, "We're like, seriously, volleyball, woo!" I mean, I don't know if they won tonight or not, but I mean, we did cheer them on.
I love it. I love it, Coach. I love to see the positivity.
That rubs off on the kids that you have in class, your players. I mean, it makes kids want to play for you, and it makes people want to be around you. The coaches want to be. I mean, Jarvis, you do this, man. Hey,
Dude,
when I finally get fired from being a head coach, man, I'll just come work with you and be one of your assistants.
Oh my gosh, me and you.
I tried that one time. I just,
me and you as a coaching duo. I don't know.
Could be scary. Could be scary.
That would be an interesting coaching duo.
You would ask me a question, I'd just be like, "Why don't you shut up?"
Who are you?
Which one's going to
Does that sound familiar?
Jim,
Coach?
imagine him as my assistant. He'd be down to the bench.
Oh wait,
3-game. Why don't you run the 3-game?
Who sits at the end of the bench and coaches with someone?
Wait,
Come
I don't know. Some other assistant I saw.
Yeah.
In jeans.
Yeah.
Ooh, you could wear jeans all the time,
I love
Jason.
it.
How'd you feel about that?
No, we don't. I don't wear jeans.
Why?
I'm okay with tennis
Dress
shoes.
code.
I'm okay with tennis shoes,
code.
but not jeans.
Dress code.
What's the matter?
It's not. No.
Hold on. Do you? Okay.
Well, here we go.
Go ahead.
I was gonna. What do
I'd
you
wear
wear? What
gym
do you?
shorts.
What are you wearing tomorrow?
I'm wearing shorts to school tomorrow.
No. Football. Like, do you guys have?
We wore khaki shorts last
shorts.
week because it was so hot.
Do
But
you
we
normally
have
wear
black
shorts?
straight pants is what we.
Pants.
Yeah, we wear. Well, it depends. I mean, I don't know what we're wearing tomorrow. I didn't pay attention tonight or today at practice, but
Good job.
I mean, I didn't get there
Kind of
till
like the
late.
agenda on the show.
Well, I was kind of late because I got a cortisone shot in my shoulder because it's been killing me, and
Yeah.
that's what they're making me do so I can get it.
I
MRI.
can't even tease you because I've had 3 cortisone shots in my feet in my life, and I hated
Well,
every
this is
bit
the
of
first one I've ever gotten, and it felt weird. I had a weird taste in my mouth afterwards, and then like my whole right side has been like tingly kind of at times. I'm like,
Interesting.
it. Well, I had one in my big toe, and I felt like my big toe was 500 pounds, and it just made me sick to my stomach. It was the worst.
the shot didn't bother me. I mean,
Same.
I'm diabetic. I'm used to needles, but
Yeah.
no, it's been a great start of the year. I've had a lot of fun.
What are you even laughing at, Blair?
I'm just laughing. Just enjoying myself over here.
It's just positivity is just rubbing off. I mean,
I'm actually being very positive. I love
that's
this.
good.
I love being back on the coach's box after a couple weeks being off.
I
It's
know.
been
I'm
great.
glad you're here. I mean,
I tell you
you
what,
didn't
I'm-
do like Jim and miss like a month and a half or 2.
No, I
or Kevin.
Or
and just,
Kevin. It
you
just
know, whatever.
comes.
Hey, well, at least Kevin,
gets
we
zoomed
tried to-
in and tried.
Tried.
At least
He tried.
at least he was trying. I agree. I'm
Gave
not
it
giving
a
that.
gave it an old
I mean, we could
college
see
try.
we could see him anyway. We
Well-
can't see Jim.
Hey, I'm
He's
gonna,
imaginary.
Casper.
I'm gonna have to say this. Thank you, viewers. I think it's time to get out of here.
Yeah,
I
it,
agree.
it definitely is. I mean,
Been a great show.
we're wrapping up.
Been a fun show.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I totally did. Hey, the music comes on when I'm talking. Here we go. We're back
was-
to normal. Here
That's
we
exactly
are.
right.
Perfect timing.
Back to normal. For tomorrow, if you ain't doing anything, or you're like Jason coaching a game, we'll have Between the Lines Friday Night Football featuring Bishop DeBerg traveling to St. Pius X to take on Lancers, presented by Off the Rails Media. You can watch on Streamline Sports or the Coach's Box YouTube channel. It will be there. And if you want to catch some more information about some local games, you can. I don't have the graphic right now. Sorry, Jim. But you can watch On the Move with the Caravan Sports Preview Show with Jim Powers. And it's definitely on our YouTube channel. It's also on our Facebook page, so you can check out all that.
And also watch Big Time tomorrow night, 10:30.
Don't forget about
on
that.
Fox 2.
He'll be on Fox 2.
Jim
What's
Pow-
Big Time?
Our very own Jim Powers will be on Fox 2 News tomorrow
Well, he
night.
can show up to that. He
I'm
must
sure.
get. He must get something.
Well, he's going to go to the. I think he's going to go to the Marquette
More than a
Rockwood
shake.
game.
Is that what you're saying?
I bet he gets paid $20 and he'll hand it over to you.
Maybe he'll make
26.
at least
I'll
26.
take that bet.
26.
I'll take that bet.
I'm not betting on that.
I'll take that bet.
No freaking way. It's not happening.
I'll
Jim,
take
I'm
that bet.
counting
If
on
I
you.
lose, Jim has to pay you. Good luck.
Anyway, for all the guys, appreciate you guys tuning in. We will be back hopefully next week if the FCC will let us be, and we will see you guys all then. Until then,
You know what Eminem says about the FCC?
I know that's kind of why I got it. That's why I said it. Anyway, we'll see you guys next week.
So long.
Till then, bye bye. Take care then.
wasn't it?
Zach, you just
He turned off the